Welcome to this year's 2020 Cure Vision event. My name is Meg Gagne and I'm one of the co-chairs for this year. When we started planning this event, obviously we were hoping to do it with a room full of passionate people ready to take a stand against cancer. While we know that can't happen, we carefully curated an amazing plan for a virtual event, and we hope that you will be just as passionate and join along with us in this year's amazing fun. Thank you so much for your participation and welcome aboard.
Hi, I'm Ashley Kinney. I'm also a co-chair for Cure Vision 2020. And like Meg said, things look a little bit different this year, but despite all of the changes due to COVID-19, one thing still remains true: cancer doesn't stop, so neither does the American Cancer Society.
Hi, I'm Paige Mock, co-chair of this very inspiring event benefiting the American Cancer Society. Whether you're a survivor, a caregiver, a family member, or friend, whether you've been supportive of the American Cancer Society for years or this is your first event with us, we are so thankful to have you. We hope that you enjoy the evening, sit back, bid lots, and have a great time. Thanks so much.
Thanks to you guys, Meg, Ashley, and Paige. What a lovely way to welcome you to our broadcast tonight and for your leadership in this event. We appreciate it so much, all the work that you've poured into this. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tanya Terry from WSFA 12 News, and we're proud to be the media sponsor of this year's event. We're so excited that you're joining us today, and I'm so excited to be one of the co-hosts tonight. You'll meet the other one in just a minute. We're so happy you found us in this virtual space, so be sure to follow the link that's on your screen right now, acsalcure.org. Register and then watch your email and text to bid, over and over and over again. Again, log into acsalcure.org and follow the text to complete your registration so you can support this wonderful event tonight. If you already registered, you should have received some texts throughout the night and from the Greater Giving link. That's what we call it, Greater Giving. We want you to give tonight. This is easy to do. All you have to do is click on the last text message and you're ready to go. Both the live and silent auction items are already up for bid right now. As you know, COVID-19 has had a significant effect on the world as well as the fight against cancer. And while we can't be together in person today, we're grateful to be able to be with all of you virtually. We're all having to do things differently, and that includes fundraising to continue this fight against cancer. Cancer does not stop, as you know, and neither has the work of the American Cancer Society. I'm delighted to welcome you to the American Cancer Society's Cure Vision 2020 virtual gala. Now, we all know that cancer is something we cannot ignore. With 1 in 3 men and women getting cancer in their lifetime, each of us is connected to cancer in some way. We've been affected by it directly or indirectly. At the American Cancer Society, the vision is a world free of the pain and suffering of cancer. And this evening, we're all coming together virtually for one purpose: to help achieve that vision. All of us have a story, and maybe you've been touched personally by cancer or supported a friend or a family member in their fight. And by being here, you're helping provide hope. That is a very important word, hope, to cancer patients and their families. The fundraise here this evening support the American Cancer Society's mission, and I encourage you to help us attack cancer from every angle. Let's hear now from our CEO, Gary Reedy, and his lovely wife, Cindy.
Hi, I'm Gary Reedy, CEO of Your American Cancer Society, and this is my wife, Cindy.
Thank you so much for joining us from your home, and welcome to our home. Gary and I love events like this and wish we could see you in person, but we hope you feel our heartfelt thanks all the same. And we want to sincerely thank you for your continued dedication to the American Cancer Society mission and to inspire positive change.
And thank you for standing by cancer patients and their families when they need you the most. Your support is needed now more than ever because cancer hasn't stopped, and neither have we. Your support allows us to be here for cancer patients during this tragic pandemic and beyond. It also allows us to fund life-saving research, provide direction and guidance, and safely resume patient services when the time is right. We are so grateful to you. And as Cindy said, we are so inspired by your dedication. So cheers to a wonderful evening. Thank you.
A big thank you there to Gary and Cindy for their message, and thank you for your leadership, all that you do all across the country to help the ACS. And now I get an opportunity and the pleasure of introducing our good friend and fundraising co-host, Christy King. Hey, Christy.
Hey, Tanya. It's so great to be here with you tonight.
It's lovely to meet you, to work with you. I've had the best time, and I know that we're doing a wonderful thing tonight, and these folks are going to help us do even greater things.
Yes, they are. And we have a lot in store for you for the next hour. And just so you know, there will be a scroll throughout the night telling you how to support the American Cancer Society. But let's review it one more time. Hopefully, you've already registered to support us financially. If not, visit the link below and also above on that other side there at acsalcure.org, and you will click on the link there to get registered. You can also watch us there live, but need to be sure to get registered to support us. You will then, after you register, you'll receive a link by text that is unique to you, and you'll click on that link and you're ready to go. Continue watching us here as well. Remember, both the live and the silent auction items are now open for bidding. Also encourage you, share your comments on Facebook or the YouTube streams, and you may even see your comment pop up here during the show, and I did see one just a minute ago. So we want to hear from you. We'll be sharing some great information about the American Cancer Society's Community Transportation Grant Program. Afterwards, you'll be able to support us during our Fund a Need, where your donation is 100% tax deductible. After that, we'll highlight our live auction items. On these items, the bidding will close 15 minutes after we review the last one together. But remember, the silent auction doesn't close until 8 o'clock tonight, Central Standard Time, so you do still have some time to bid there.
Now, before we really kick things off, we want to hear more about how the American Cancer Society is leading the fight for a world without cancer.
A long time ago, people got sick, and no one knew why. We were there. They said there were no answers. We found them. They said there was no hope. We found it. We were pioneers. Since then, our world has changed. We slowed down, and our voice grew quiet, but cancer did not. People still need us, and today we choose to stand together. We are stronger because of those who came before us, and now we will forge a new path. Together, we will no longer remain quiet in the shadows. We will change. We will innovate. Together, we will save lives. We will celebrate lives. We will lead the fight for a world without cancer. Together, we are the American Cancer Society.
Hopefully you got the message from that impactful video. It's the support of people like you that helps the American Cancer Society on its path to creating a world free from cancer. So thank you so much. If you've already donated, we certainly appreciate it. If you haven't, now's a great time to go ahead and do that. At this time, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors. We really appreciate it. We could not do this event without them. First, our presenting sponsor, Jim Wilson and Associates, LLC. Our platinum sponsor, the John and Joyce Cadell Foundation. Corporate sponsors, Dr. Lewis and Cindy Benfield and Jackson Hospital. Partner sponsors, Blue Cross and Blue Shield and Mr. and Mrs. Bruce S. Reed. Our patron sponsors are Alabama Power Company, Answered Prayer Home Health Care, American Style Landscaping in memory of Anita M. Williams, ARC Animal Hospital, Bo Evans Realty, industry, ITEC, which stands for Institute for Total Eye Care, J.K. Louder Family Foundation, Montgomery Area Realtors Association, More Wealth Management, and Valley Bank. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your continued support. It helps us raise the critical funds to further the mission of the American Cancer Society. Whether you're a sponsor or a survivor, or maybe even a caregiver, a dedicated ACS supporter, which we have a room full of right here, thank you so much for joining us for the very first time. We sincerely hope that you're enjoying yourself from wherever you are. And again, we want to go ahead and thank the crew that's here helping us make this possible as well. We couldn't do it without the folks behind the camera as well. We're honored to have Mr. Jerry Beasley with us this evening. He's our guest speaker. And Mr. Beasley is the founding member of Beasley Allen Law Firm, and he's practiced law as an advocate for victims of wrongdoing since 1962. He's passionate about sharing his success against cancer and advocating for a healthy community. Both Jerry and his wife, Sarah, are survivors of cancer and longtime supporters of the work of the American Cancer Society. For that, we say thank you for all that you do for our community and for our fight. To share how the American Cancer Society has been impacted by the global pandemic and the need for continued support, please welcome Mr. Jerry Beasley.
As you can expect, COVID-19 has definitely had a significant adverse impact on the American Cancer Society. Many events planned by the staff and volunteers had to be postponed or changed. That's greatly affected the fundraising for the battle that's ongoing against cancer. Everything from research to programs and services have been affected by the pandemic. For the first time in its history, the American Cancer Society research budget is in jeopardy. Deep cuts in research funding could mean a generation of cancer research lost. A lack of available funding will drastically affect the research. For cancer patients, this could dramatically alter the availability of the life-saving treatments. That's something that we cannot allow to happen. Simply put, we can't afford to let cancer gain ground. I encourage you to visit the websites provided to support cure, participate in the fight against cancer. You can play an important role in that fight. Your generosity could mean the next big breakthrough in cancer research, or it could provide transportation for a patient to life-saving treatments. Cancer doesn't stop, so neither can we. The battle is ongoing. It's a battle we can't afford to lose. God bless the American Cancer Society, all the people, all the volunteers who are involved in the battle. We've got to defeat cancer. Your support can help save lives and actually can help keep families together.
Thank you so much, Mr. Beasley, for all that you do and for joining us this evening. We want to remind you again how to log in to support us this evening. All you have to do is click on the link below or above us to get registered to support us. And as you've heard throughout the night already and just now from Mr. Beasley, COVID-19 has greatly impacted the fight against cancer. Your support can help continue that fight for so many that will go lacking without. And tonight we're asking that you help us fund critical need. That's a barrier that's been there for cancer patients for some time here in the River region. You see, cancer patients undergoing treatment frequently have to get assistance to get to and from those facilities to get that treatment. Often that creates a financial and logistical burden for them and their families. So to help those patients get to critical care they need, the transportation grants are awarded to health systems and treatment centers and community organizations. The hard truth is, some of those patients just forego their treatment altogether because they can't get transportation. The best treatment can't work if a patient can't get to the treatment they need. So help us remove that transportation barrier tonight. We'll tell you how easy that is for you to do. It's quick and easy. We made it so easy for you. To tell us more about the critical need in Montgomery and in the River region, please join me in welcoming Brandy Brown. She's the Nurse Navigation Coordinator at Montgomery Cancer Center.
Hey, American Cancer Society, friends and family. I am Brandy Brown, the Nurse Navigation Coordinator at Montgomery Cancer Center, and I want to talk to you today about what the Cancer Society does for our patients here in the River region and in the city of Montgomery to help with access to care issues. So I know that we all are used to the Cancer Society helping with global, big picture ideas about cancer, such as research and education. I know it's the go-to website that we send our patients to when they have questions. But what you may not know is what I get to do with the Cancer Society every day here at the Montgomery Cancer Center. So we have patients that are given this cancer diagnosis and don't have access to good, reliable transportation, either because of socioeconomic issues or geographic issues about where they live and access to public transportation. So American Cancer Society stepped into this gap and is helping us with a grant to help get these patients here. And it's made a huge difference. Started last year, and then this year we're continuing. You don't realize what an impact having good, reliable transportation is. It can be the difference between getting treatment and not getting treatment. And so many patients have said that to us. If this were not available, I would not be able to get here to receive my treatment. And, just being able to be that in that kind of gap for a patient as a huge organization just shows that they are here, they care about our community, they're willing to help on a grassroots level, and we are so thankful and appreciative for what they do. And now more than ever, these issues with the pandemic have just increased. So, now is as much of a time as any to donate to the Cancer Society and know that your donated money is going to help your friends, your family, people that live in your city. So thank you. Thank you so much, Cancer Society. Thank you for letting me be that connector piece between you and the patient. And we appreciate everything you do for the Montgomery Cancer Center.
Thank you, Brandy. Thank you for sharing what your point of view from what the American Cancer Society does for patients that you see. Before we get into our funding need, I'd like to ask you to reflect for a moment. Reflect on those within your life who have cancer. Maybe they're in remission or worse, they've lost their battle to cancer. Unfortunately, all cancers have a face, and it may even be yours. Tonight, you have an opportunity to provide hope and support for those who need it the most by making a donation to our transportation grant program. You have an opportunity to help us meet our transportation needs tonight. And as you heard from Tanya just a moment ago, there are cancer patients who simply forego their critical needed treatments because they have no way to get there. Will you help us expand the transportation grant program so that transportation is never a barrier? I invite you now to open up your hearts and make a donation to help local patients in the River Region area access the cancer care that they need. I'll be asking for levels of giving, and you simply go to the menu in the upper left-hand corner of that giving app and touch Donate and select the level that inspires you the most. I'll be starting at the $2,500 level, then move down to $1,000, $750, $500, and then on down to a simple $100 donation. Go ahead now, get your donations entered now. Officially, our first level is the $2,500 level, and that provides more than 50 patients with a round-trip ride to cancer treatments at Montgomery area treatment centers. This year in Alabama, an estimated 28,570 people will be diagnosed with cancer. Will you help ensure those patients have access to the treatment that they need? I have a friend who has a son who is receiving chemo treatments, and in fact, he's on his second round of treatments for multiple myeloma. Every Monday for 16 weeks, they've traveled to get his treatments. And I often reflect and think, what if their employer didn't allow my friend, his mom, to take off and to be able to take him for his treatments? How would he get there? Fortunately, he does have his mom, but tonight you can provide those rides no matter the amount that you give tonight. Let's check in now and see where we are at the $2,500 level. We see several donations coming in now. Tanya, I know cancer has touched you, not personally.
It has touched my family, and it is a scary thing to go through. It's something when you talk to an oncologist and they tell you there's nothing else they can do, or you take them to their treatments and you see them losing their hair or losing their hope. And we want to give these people hope. We want to give them an opportunity to get to those treatments. We want to give them that encouragement that they get when they go to these treatment centers. There are some special people that work there. God put them there for a reason. And God put you here in front of us for a reason. You have an opportunity to reach out and help out in your community, sight unseen. Just let us know that you're there by providing this donation and helping someone get to the treatment they need. You heard us talk about this all night long so far. Transportation is keeping some people from getting that treatment, and it might cost them their lives. You could save a life tonight. Just think about it. Just by going in your bank account just a little bit, you'll feel so much better after you make this contribution. It is one thing to help somebody that you know. It's a whole different thing to help somebody sight unseen that you don't know. I'm telling you, it's a whole different feeling.
It is.
It's the next level.
And it's a great feeling at that. So let's move on to our next level of giving. It's the $1,000 level, and that provides 20 patients with a round-trip ride to cancer treatments in the area.
Wait a minute. So $1,000 donation.
1,000.
20 people.
20 people.
This is impactful. $1,000, we're looking for as many people as possible. I know some people have already made that donation, so thank you for that. But as we've told you, transportation is one of the most common significant barriers that cancer patients face. I know it seems like it's nothing to you because you can just hop in your car and go where you want to go, but that's not the case for some people, and it's not that they've chosen this battle, you see. This is something that they're burdened with, and they are trying to fight it with all of their. Can you imagine fighting for your life, and the one thing standing between you and what could possibly save your life is transportation? And you might have that money that they need, that contribution, that donation that they need, and it could save their life, or at least give them hope for another day. This past year, the Transportation Grant Program granted $60,500 across the state of Alabama, and that provided over 4,070 rides to cancer patients, allowing them to get to and from their treatment. That makes my heart just beat fast. I am full, and I'm thankful. We have some great, very giving, very generous people who would like to help here in our community. They're going to step up.
And they are stepping up. We have Keith and Paige Mock says, we want to be the first ones to give $1,000. Thank you so much, Keith and Paige. Who else will join them at the $1,000 level? Many donations are coming in, and I'm trying to go in order, and thank you so much for every dollar that you're donating, because you are, as Tanya said, you're changing lives tonight, and thank you for that. So let's celebrate the $1,000 level. Thank you so much for everyone who's given. And now let's go to the next level of giving, $750, and that provides, Tanya, 15 people.
Yeah.
The transportation needs that they need or have that they need for the Montgomery area treatments to get them.
Just think about it. This is like one trip for you that some of you haven't been allowed to take anyway. I travel quite often. Last year, I can't tell you how many trips I took, how many planes I was on. This year, 0. Haven't taken one trip because of COVID-19. So that little stash that you have stacked away that used to go to your travel, or maybe some of those football games that you're not going to be able to go to because they're only like half capacity or less than that in the stadium, use that money, pay it forward. You can help save lives tonight. Change lives for sure, but you could possibly help save lives tonight. We just shared that over 4,000 rides have been provided, but there is a tremendous need right here in our community to continue the work of the American Cancer Society. We cannot let these patients go without potentially life-saving treatment because they can't get there. This is a barrier that we can remove tonight. We can do this, starting with your generosity.
And I agree 100%, Tanya. And I would like to encourage you to give in honor or memory of someone in your life. I've already made my donation in memory and honor, so we'll be going there in a moment. We are at the $750 level. James Donald Price, thank you so much for your donation of $750. Light up your phones, everyone. Now is the time to enter the donation amount that is most appealing to you and what you can, from a budget standpoint, because we all need help here at American Cancer Society. Join us at the $750. We're going to continue, get those donations in, but let's celebrate the $750 level. Our next level is the $500 level, and that provides more than 10 patients a ride to cancer treatments in Montgomery.
Just $500, you could change the lives of 10 different patients, 10 people who are fighting for their lives, literally. The American Cancer Society relies on community partners and supporters just like you. We cannot do this without you. So please help us save lives and celebrate lives and lead this fight for a world without cancer. That is a beautiful thought, but this is something that we can help make come true. We are talking about people that we've known that are going through this right now or have gone through it, people who have lost their battle with this, but they fought until the very end with all their hearts, and that's the people we're trying to support tonight. And like you said, cancer has a face, and it could be you. This time 5 years ago, I wouldn't know these same people. You see what I'm saying? The impact, it might not be impacting you right now, but you never know down the road.
Right, that's right. So let's check in to see where we are at the $500 level or any other amount that you would like to give. $500 is all we're asking, and thank you so much for every single dollar, again, that you are donating. Our next level of giving is, I'm going to combine these, $250, $100, or any other amount that you would like to give tonight. I encourage you, light up your phones in support of the American Cancer Society. And I invite you to become a hero in the eyes of a cancer patient and their family. So now let's check in and see where we are in donations in general. Melanie Beasley, thank you so much for your donation. Jennifer Lambert, AMS Studios, thank you so much for your donation. I've made a donation. Jim Jackson, thank you for your donation. Thank you so much. And scroll at the very bottom there. Let's see if we have any more on the bottom. We're trying to get there. Okay, Lena Nathan, thank you so much for your donation as well. So I encourage you, keep those donations coming in, and we'll move on to the next portion. But meanwhile, let's do a huge celebration. Keep those donations coming.
Yeah, thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. We really appreciate it. We cannot do this without you. But hey, let your friends know this is going on. Let your family know this is going on. They can't donate if they don't know what's going on. So we can get the word out only to so many people. But if we all join together and get this message out, we can get those numbers up and we can get more people to the treatment they need. It's all about transportation tonight. This is what we're talking about, getting people to and from their treatment. It's so important that we have that for them, and we can do that tonight. That's all we're asking you to do. We're simply asking you to bid on these wonderful items or make a donation. I'm telling you, you will feel so good. You'll sleep like a baby tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and everybody deserves to sleep like a baby tonight.
I know I do.
So we are not finished with our fundraising. We still have some great live auction items coming up in just a few minutes. The bidding has been open, and there are some items that need a little love. So I encourage each and every one of you, go to the mobile bidding app. You're going to go to open items, or currently open, I believe is what it said. You're going to click on that. You will see the live auction items listed at the very top. We have 5 exciting items. So the bidding has been open, as I said. Remember, you can continue to support our transportation grant program even after our broadcast is over. So I do please encourage you, now is the time to change a life.
All right. Chrissy has been talking to you about this. I've been talking to you about this. We've had our guest, Jerry Beasley, joining us, and we're going to hear from some more people as well. But thank you to each and every one of you who have already given to our Fund a Need, providing the much-needed transportation to cancer patients. As Christy mentioned, you can continue to give even after this broadcast is over. But go ahead and give right now. We'd love to see those numbers up on our tally board over here. You are personally making a significant difference in the lives of so many people right here at home, right here in our community, in the River region, and all across the country. Your fight against cancer is all of our fight. And at this time, we're privileged to introduce you to tonight's honoree. You will never forget this young lady once you hear what she has to say. Her name is Mia Mothershed, and Mia is a lifetime supporter of the American Cancer Society and continually shows her leadership as an ambassador in this fight against cancer. As a society board member, Mia works with ACS to ensure our communities are aware of these programs and the services and the research fulfilled by our mission. And we thank her. We thank her so much, and we thank her family for all that they do supporting the American Cancer Society. You will not forget this young lady. Listen to what she has to say. Please welcome Mia Mothershed.
Hello, I'm Mia Mothershed, and I am delighted to be the American Cancer Society's 2020 honoree for the Cure event. What does that mean? It means I get to use my big voice to tell you the story of the American Cancer Society, and I am delighted to do so. Everyone has a story. Here's mine. Everyone I've lost in my family, I've lost to some form of cancer. Grandparents, aunts, uncles. As a child, I thought, when you leave this life, you leave from cancer. That should not be the thought of a child. Children are to think about what they want to be in their future, their hopes and their dreams. That is exactly who the American Cancer Society is. They restore hope to families. This year during COVID, things have changed in the world. The events that we would normally have to tell the story of the American Cancer Society have been changed to virtual events. In fact, the research budget for the American Cancer Society has been ravished. Your generous funds will help break through cancer research, help provide lodging to families who have to travel a great distance to receive life-changing treatments. It can also help with transportation to and from those treatments. Your generosity is needed to help change the lives of people in the River region. Please visit the websites provided so you can take part in the cure and help change the lives of people in our community. I thank you in advance and am honored to be able to speak with you tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mia. It is now time to focus on the live auction. We have 5 amazing items, and remember, you will bid through the mobile device just like you have been doing in the silent auction and during the Fund a Need. But what is different? The live auction is available for just a little while longer. The live auction will close 15 minutes after I describe the 5th item. So you'll see how it goes here. But remember, the silent auction doesn't close until 8 p.m. tonight. So let's get started. Bid high, bid often, because we will be closing these items in just a few minutes. Our first auction item number 1, starter wine cellar.
You want to make friends with Christy and I? Invite us over if you get this item. Enjoy the different expressions of some of the best wineries around with a delightful, impressive selection of wines to pair with your favorite foods and share with company. That's the important part. Share, okay? These 15 bottles consist of California wines such as a 2017 Robert Bialy Zinfandel and a 2015 Remy Cabernet Sauvignon. There are additional wines from Portugal and Italy, Chile, France, and of course, California.
Gotta love all of those regions.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a favorite? Red,
yes.
white?
Yeah, red. I'm a red wine drinker, but I would drink maybe any wine.
And see, I like white wine, so you can invite both of us over. She can share the red with you, and I'll share the white wine.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, that is impressive. Anybody who's ever wanted to start out, I've wanted to start my own collection, but I never really knew what to do.
Well, now is your time.
But there you go. You can do that.
So go get your phone while I check in too.
Okay.
So let's check in to see where we are. Now remember, there's a little bit of a delay here, so you are bidding through your mobile device, and I will not close it as the auctioneer, but we are at, and hold it for me there, we have a $105 bid, $130, now $155. I have $155 asking $180. Now we have $205 for this package. And will you give me $230? I have $205 asking $230. $230, here do I get them on $230 is what I'm asking. $205 is all I have, asking $230. Keep those bids coming in. And Tanya, let's go on to the next auction item, item number 2, cabin at Lake Martin.
Oh, look at these pictures, guys. This is beautiful. The pictures don't even do it justice. And you get to stay there for a week at this Lake Martin cabin. It features 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and it sits right there near Kalijah and Russell Crossroads. You have until December of next year, 2021, to use this exciting package. Can you imagine being out there on the lake in the spring or even the fall when the leaves are changing, or even during the 4th of July or some other wonderful celebration that brings so many people out to the lake? And you'd have that lovely facility there to stay in and be comfortable and make it home for a week. That's
and you know,
awesome.
The leaves are starting to change at my house. I'm starting to watch the dogwoods change. This would be a perfect place to go here in about 3 weeks or so.
Oh, yeah, just relax right there along the lake. That'd be beautiful. Here's your chance.
With the wine, because they can still bid on the wine. So all of those are still open for your bidding. Let's check in to see where we are. Michael Glavin, right now you have the leading bid at $600. What a steal. $750 is the next bid. $600 asking $750 where? $750, here to buy, get them on $750. It's only money. They'll make more tomorrow. I have $600 asking $750. Keep the biddings going on. Let's check on our next auction item, item number 3, wine tasting for 10 from Ken Reynolds.
All right, check this out. You can enjoy a unique wine tasting right there in your own home. You and 10 of your closest friends will be treated to a private wine tasting by Ken Reynolds. He knows his stuff. He works at Filet and Vine. It's one of Alabama's premier wine sources. There's a wide selection of wines that you'll have. Hors d'oeuvres will be served and provided for you. It will be a fun, informative, you'll learn a lot about those wines, but it will be a casual event as well. So imagine having your friends over and having a wine tasting, and then maybe buying some of your favorites there that night. And Ken Reynolds, anybody who's from this area knows this guy knows his stuff.
Yes, he does. And what a great opportunity for you to experience something fantastic while also helping other people who just need a hand up right now through the American Cancer Society. Let's check in to see where our bids are. Blake, you were at $400. You are outbid right now. Jenny Campbell, you are the lead at $500. Do I hear $600? Blake, now it's time to bid $600 or anyone else. I have $500 asking $600 where? I'm your $500 here to buy, get them on $600. One more time, but $600. Continue your bidding. Tanya, let's go to the next auction item. Item number 4, custom suit for the locker room. Christmas is right around the corner.
Christmas is right around the corner. You might have some folks with some special occasions coming up. We're talking about a custom-made, personally tailored Hickey Freeman suit from Montgomery's premier men's clothier, the Locker Room. It's near the Mulberry District. It is so beautiful. This place is just stock full of beautiful suits and shirts and ties. The fanciest guys, the guys who like to dress the best to impress everybody, this is where they go. They go to the Locker Room. And I know that you have some lovely suits in your closet, but this one will be tailored to fit only you. So it'll be nicked and tucked and sucked in and everything that you need it to do to make you look fantastic. So this is donated by the Locker Room, your very own custom-made suit. This is something that a lot of people can't appreciate unless they've had it done before, but I'm telling you, your life will change once you get something that's tailored to fit just you.
And if you're like some men in my life, my husband, his neck is not the normal size. And to get a bigger...
like a football player neck?
Yeah. I mean, and he's big old...
Big guy. I like it.
But in order to get the shirt's huge.
Yeah.
So having the tailored suit, I mean...
It's going to fit just this person, whoever bids for this. And again, the locker room, legendary for making those men look smart, look sharp, and look very, very good. So you have an opportunity to get a custom-made suit from there for the low. They can get it for a great price. All you got to do is get in and bid.
That's right. So let's check in. Right now, there are no bids on this one. Huge opportunity, asking $500, and this is a several $1,000 package here. $500 is all we're asking for to get us started. $500 where? Let's get that bid in at $500 and let's go. Meanwhile, let's now check the next auction item. Item number 5. One of my favorites, Cabo Presidential Condominium.
Feast your eyes on what you're seeing here on the screen and just imagine being there in person. Hacienda Del Mar Resort. This was donated by Earl and Cindy Cornett. We really appreciate you guys for allowing us to put this up for bid. It's a 3-bedroom condo, and you get to stay there for 7 nights, an entire week in this wonderful resort in Cabo. It can be taken through the end of next year. And again, so this isn't something you have to just jump on the plane tomorrow and go. You have until end of next year to do that. So this is an opportunity for you to get away, and not just get away, but get away to a resort. It's beautiful. You get to stay there for 7 days, and we already have a bid on that.
Yes, we do. I do want to remind you, airfare and transportation is not included, but use your credit card miles or airline miles, your credit card. You've been earning some credit card points. I'm just saying, so you could use that to get your airfare. We have a bid of $500. Thank you both so much for that bid. And let's get those bids in. $750 is now what I'm asking for. I bid $500, asking $750 where? I bid $500 here to buy, get them on $750. Get those bids in. We are going to continue moving on. We now have 15 minutes before we close those 5 auction items. And remember, the tailored suit, opportunity for you. I'm not sure where it is in the bidding now. You can see that on your mobile device, but we are now 15 minutes away from closing the live auction portion. So that's going to give me a time, Tanya, of?
6:57.
6:57. 6:57 based on our clock, Central Standard Time. The live auction items will be closing. That is correct.
On
still?
it. Okay, yeah, 6:57. And we'll give you until then to bid on those items. And again, some of them don't even have a bid just yet, and some of them are still very low, so you can get in there and get one of these different prizes. We're talking about starter wine cellar. We're talking about wine tasting right there in your own home. A beautiful suit, custom made.
The lake cabin. Oh my goodness.
We're both just in awe over these things that have been donated for you to take part in this. Again, the wine cellar, the Lake Martin cabin, the wine tasting for 10 of your closest friends with you, and this guy named Ken Reynolds. I don't know if you guys know him, but he has done so many great things, like the beer and wine festivals that take place that did before COVID, of course. But before that, they give you the wine glasses, and you go out and you taste these different beers and wine. I don't even like beer, but I love going out there, and he would tell me, he'd ask, what do you like? Do you like this, or do you like this flavor or that flavor? And he would show you just where to go. So he would pick these wonderful wines. You're going to learn all about it. They're going to provide hors d'oeuvres for you. He's at Filet and Vine, guys. That is one of the premier places to go for wine in this area. He knows his stuff, and you will have a fantastic time. I'm talking about that a lot because I want that.
Yeah, I do understand. And we have some good active bidding on the starter wine cellar and the lake cabin, the cabin there on Lake Martin. Keep those bids going because the time is running, and we'll be running out here in just a minute. Cabo San Lucas, what a steal. Need to get in there. You do have until December 21 to take that experience, and we also have the custom suit. So now we appreciate everyone for joining us this evening in your dedication to the American Cancer Society and their mission to fight cancer.
Yeah, and thank you to all of our sponsors. We couldn't do this without you, and to each and every one of you who joined us tonight. and showed your support. This is very important to our community, guys. This is not just for people who have cancer. It's for people who know someone who's had it. It's for people who have lost someone to this. It's for people who say, you know, just in case, I want to make sure that I make my donation. I have it. I have it to give, and these people need it. They can't get to their treatment without it. They can't get their cancer treatment without it, and they lose hope. And when you lose hope, that's not a good thing. We need to keep that hope here in our community. We need to make sure that they understand we love them, we appreciate them, and we want to keep them around for as long as possible. Again, we want to thank Meg Gagne, Ashley Kinney, and Paige Mock for their hard work. They put this entire virtual event together. You can imagine in years past, this has been an in-person event full of people, and our auctioneer just going crazy up here, and we're getting all these bids. So this is the thing. We had to do it differently this year. Of course, we would have rather been surrounded by our friends and our family and all these donations just coming up here and us being right there in front of you and the excitement filling the room. But we're joining you virtually because this is what this pandemic has made us do. And because this pandemic is doing this, we still want to make sure that we get the money and we get these people to their treatment and back home safely. So you can help us do that. And our sponsors, oh, we can't thank them enough. So let's go ahead and hear from Will Wilson. He's with us tonight to share a message from our presenting sponsor, Jim Wilson and Associates.
Hello, my name is Will Wilson with Jim Wilson and Associates. Jim Wilson Associates has had a long-term partnership with the American Cancer Society, and now I'm calling on you to donate at this time. American Cancer Society has done a great job in the River region, and we need your help to keep this fight going. My family has had to deal with cancer in the past, and it's something that we all have to pull together to fight against. The American Cancer Society has done a great job, and a lot of these dollars go to help just here in the River region. So I ask you, please, give now, give a lot to the American Cancer Society, and a great organization. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Will, and thank you to Jim Wilson and Associates for helping us out with what we're doing here tonight. But we can't do this without you. We appreciate our sponsors. They give a lot, and they know that because you're their business, and they want to give back to the community. You've helped them stay in business for all these years, so they know how important it is to give back. You got to pay it forward. So if you're blessed tonight to have some money that you can donate, that you can give to help people who, without this money tonight, will not be able to get to their treatment. They will not go, and it could cost them their lives. So please help us if you can.
Yes, and we do have several from other states, I almost said countries, other states joining us. We have Texas, we have Georgia, we have Florida, we have my friend Elizabeth in Maine.
Hi, Elizabeth.
I saw your messages come through. So thank you all for joining us. And one more reminder that the silent auction closes at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. Keep watching your items and good luck in your bidding. And a staff member will be in touch with you next week to discuss how to get your winning items.
Okay, just a few minutes left to get in on those 5 different items that we talked about a little bit earlier. And in a few minutes after our live stream ends, the video will post to Facebook and YouTube, Vimeo, where you can then rewatch this. And you can find links on our homepage. Again, it's acsalcure.org. If you're catching this in the days after, you can still support us. We certainly appreciate any donation you can make at that same website, acsalcure.org.
Tanya, thank you. It has been a pleasure to work with you. Virtual hug, absolutely. But thank you for your help tonight, raising money for American Cancer Society.
Thank you so much for asking me. And of course, WSFA, the media sponsor, I've worked there for 18 years now. It's like my second home. It's like my second family. So we're so glad that we were able to be a part of this. We're proud to say that we were a part of this. And oh my goodness, thank you to everyone who gave tonight. You're good people. We really appreciate that. But there are a lot of people out there still scratching their head. Do I want to do this? Of course you do. Go ahead and donate tonight, right now. We need you. We need you. These patients need you to get to and from their treatment. Christy, it has been a delight, a pleasure to work with you. I look forward to doing this again.
Absolutely.
Is it a date
Virtual
next year?
high five.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. So next year is the date?
It works for me.
All right. There you go. What a great night for a great cause. And we hope to see you all again next year. We're going to see each other, but We hope to do it in person. No virtual hugs next time. In person, bear hugs, okay? We want some big hugs and big donations. Though we may be apart, we're all still together here tonight. And that wraps it up for us tonight. So we're going to throw it to Morgan Gadd. She's the Community Development Manager for the American Cancer Society for one final message. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Morgan Gadd, Community Development Manager for Your American Cancer Society. What an amazing evening this has been. Your generosity is helping impact the lives of cancer patients and is helping us move our mission forward. Your generosity is helping us attack cancer from every angle. We hope you enjoyed the evening in this unique virtual space, and we look forward to seeing you next year in person at Cure 2021.